Hello everyone, this is Mr. Sambhaji and here I'm going to tell you about the computer-aided drug design and softwares used in the computer-aided drug design. Here I'm telling you just the overview about computer-aided drug design and most importantly the techniques, various techniques used in the computer-aided drug design and a list of softwares used in the computer-aided drug design. Okay. See, the drug discovery and development is a very costly process and time-consuming process, and typically the development time is in between the 10 to 15 years. We know that, okay. And now the entry of artificial intelligence in the drug design and drug discovery process, and it will be the advantages to speed up the drug discovery process and also to give the promising drug candidate. Okay, and see now the so much pharma companies collaborating with artificial companies to assist the drug discovery process and to speed up the drug discovery process. Okay, and yeah, okay, and here is the slide to explain the CAD. Okay, and the CAD here represents the computational methods and resources that are used to facilitate the design and discovery of new therapeutic solutions for that particular diseases. Okay, and see, computer-aided drug design is contributes not only to the design of potential compounds but also to many of the steps of going from an idea to the new drugs. Okay, and it also provides the valuable insights into the experimental find, and these are the importance of the CAD. Okay, here I'm giving to you. Okay. Okay, and these are the main objective of the CAD, the rational drug design and testing. Why rational drug design? Okay, because see, we are designing the drug according to our previous study. That is, we studied before to design is a new molecule or new drug. We are studying what is that receptor, what are the binding site, and how it will be bind, and what are their amino acid composition, and all these things. And according to that, we are making the drugs. Okay, that's why it's a rational drug design. Okay, and these are many the main objective of the computer drug design. Okay. Yeah, okay, and here is the slide to represent all about the computer drug design, and these are the types of the computer drug design. That is structure-based drug design and ligand-based drug design, and where it will be called the structure-based drug design and ligand-based drug design. We will see that, okay, in the coming slides. Okay, first of all, we will see the what is the drug design. Okay, and see, it is the process of finding the new medications based on the knowledge of the biological targets. Okay, and it will involve the design of molecules that are complementary in shape, so that will go into the pocket and it will bind and it will give the effect. Okay, this is the meaning of drug design, and see, we will see the next coming slides. What is structure based drug design, ligand based drug design, and various techniques involved in the computer aided drug design. Okay, see, here is the main slide to represent all the computer aided drug design. Okay, the when we call the structure based drug design, when we call ligand based drug design, de novo drug design, when that will be not useful. Okay, see, the first is if you have known ligands and if you have known protein structure about that particular diseases. Okay, then the technique applied in the computer-aided drug design is called as structure-based drug design, and this is the approach where the structural information of the drug target is exploited for the development of its activator or inhibitor according to that. Okay, according to that effect of the drug. Okay, and see, here this protein structure this protein structure is very important. Okay, it is prerequisite. Okay, we need protein structure for the structure based drug design. Okay, and where you can get from this protein structure. Okay, from the PDB. Okay, protein data bank, and this protein structure where uh, created or illustrated by the using some techniques called X-ray crystallography and the NMR technique. Okay, and suppose we don't have that protein structure, then what we will do? How you will get that protein structure? We will see that techniques also, that is called homology modeling. Okay, we will see that also. Okay, And next, this is ligand-based drug design. When it will be called the ligand-based drug design when we have a known ligand, but we don't have the protein structure. Then the technique applied in the computer-aided drug design is called as ligand-based drug design. Okay, and here see, and it relies on the knowledge of the molecule that bind to the biological target. Okay, of interest, and see, and here the this QSR and pharmacophore modeling are the most important tools used in this technique, and what it provides the predictive models for lead identification and optimization of that lead identification. Okay, and the next technique that we will call as de novo design. Okay, don't worry about it, de novo. Okay, this Latin term, it has a meaning that from the beginning. Okay, and in this technique, what we do here, we know the protein structure. Okay, but we don't know the ligands. Okay, so what we do here, we determine the active site composition of that protein. Okay, and that is what are the amino acids in that active sites, how is the binding site is there, and also what is the orientation of that amino acids, and this information we will use for the drug design. Okay, and this is called de novo drug design. Simply, this is called de novo drug design. Okay, now you clear about the structure, what is structure based drug design, ligand based drug design, de novo drug design. Okay, suppose we don't have the ligand and don't have the protein, then CAD is okay, no use of CAD. Okay, you should have some kind of data. Okay, otherwise no use of CAD. Okay, whenever you come across the computer aided drug design, and these are the terms we will come across with these terms. Okay, we will see here the what is the role of these terms here in the computer aided drug design. Okay, and we will see the incoming slides in details. Okay, the first technique involved in the computer-aided drug design and drug discovery is the docking, and it has the role to predict the binding mode and to approximate the binding energy of the compound to a target. Okay, and the next technique involved in the computer-aided drug design is the structure-based virtual screening, and it has the role to identify the active compounds for a specific target from chemical libraries, that is chemical databases based on the docking technique, and this technique is based on this docking technique. Okay, and the next technique is involved in the computer drug design is pharmacophore modeling. Okay, then and it has the role to provide the description of molecular features that are necessary for the molecular recognition of a ligand for what by biological macromolecules. Okay, and the next technique which is involved, see here I'm going just to overview about the computer drug design, and these are the another topic of discussing, that is docking, what is virtual based. Here just I'm going to what are the roles about what are the roles in the drug discovery and drug design process. Okay, see, the next technique is the ligand-based virtual screening. It has the role to identify the active compounds for a specific target from the chemical library based on which pharmacophore modeling. Okay, and this technique based on which docking. Okay, then the next technique is homology modeling. Before we see that homology modeling, okay, that what is suppose we want to do research on a particular target or particular disease, but you don't have that protein, then we can develop the model that from that we can develop the protein structure. Okay, according to that amino acid sequence. Okay, and it has a role the build a 3D structure for structure based drug design for a target for which no crystal structure is available based on related protein 3D structure. Okay, we will see in the coming slide. Okay, what is homology modeling, what are the softwares, we will see all this technique, and what are the softwares are there in the market. Okay, and the next technique is molecular dynamic. It has a role. It has a role that molecular mechanics based simulation to understand the dynamic behavior of proteins or other biological macromolecules to analyze the flexibility of the drug target for structure-based drug design, and or to calculate binding affinity of a compound to a target. Okay, this is the role of the molecular dynamics in the computer-aided drug design. Okay, see here I'm telling you that I'm just giving overview about all this technique and roles of this technique in the computer-aided drug design. Okay, and next is 3D 2D QSR. Okay, QSR matlab quantitative structure activity relationship. Okay, and here finding a model that can be used to predict some property from the molecular structure of a compound. Okay, just see this, just see the meaning of each words. Okay, okay, and here the same technique, 3D QSR is same technique, but the 3D conformations or 3D conformation derived of information is utilized in the 3D QSR. Okay, and this will be the advantages somewhat. Okay, we will see, and I will make a video on the QSR separately. Okay, this is another next part of big part of the discussing. Okay, next technique is quantum mechanics, and it has a role in the drug design discovery too. Um optimize the structures of ligands and even protein ligand complexes, and improve the accuracy of docking and calculate. Okay, and next last technique is to predict the absorption distribution, that is ADMET. Okay, okay, and it has the role to predict absorption, distribution, metabolism, elimination, and toxicity of chemical substances in the human body, to avoid the costly. This is main important. Okay, to avoid the costly later stage failure in the drug development. Okay, these are the types of drug design involved in the computer-aided drug design. That is ligand-based drug design and structure-based drug design. Okay, we will see the what is a ligand-based drug design and structure. We already seen that. Okay, what is a ligand-based and structure-based. Okay, see, this is the ligand-based drug design. We already seen that. Okay, which is based on the knowledge of the other molecules, that how they bind to the biological targets. Okay, this is a ligand-based drug design. Here we okay, we already seen that. Now this is structure based data, which is relies on the, you know that. Okay, we should have the protein structure and ligand both. Okay, then the technique applied is called structure based drug design. Okay, and how we will get the structure from the techniques called X-ray crystallography and the NMR technique. Okay, and suppose we don't have the structure, we can develop these structures. Okay, from the technique called homology modeling. Okay, we will see in detail. Okay, what is homology modeling, and how it will be developed, the structures, and there are softwares to develop these structures. Okay, to develop this model. Okay, and see, what are the first step in the structure based design is to identify the binding sites in the particular that proteins that we want to study. Okay, and it is the first step in the drug design, and it is based on the knowledge that how they have, how this structure is, and how this concave surface, where there is concave surfaces are there or not, or what are the hydrogen bonding site is there or not. Okay, there are softwares to study that binding site identification. Okay, we will see that also. And now, what are the tools that are used for the drug designing? Okay, this is the most important part. Now, this is the most important part right now. Okay, see, these are the tools that are required for the computer-aided drug design. The first tool is databases. Okay, first tool is databases. Without databases, we can't. Okay, and the draw tools. Okay, we will see all these tools and their softwares used. Okay, okay, these are the chemical databases. Okay, these many chemical databases. Okay, the PubChem, Binding DB, Relibase. Okay, Campbell. Okay, Zinc database. These are all are, you should know this. All these databases are there. Okay, and these are the drawing tools. Okay, ChemDraw, Marvin Sketch. Okay, these much are the drawing tools for the drawing the structures, generating that structure into 3D conformation and all. Okay, these are the drawing tools. First technique in this is the molecular docking. Okay, see what is molecular docking. Suppose we we know the target protein. Okay, and this technique is and sorry, suppose we know the target protein and we know the ligand. Okay, and this is the technique which is preferred to investigate how this ligand is interact with the protein. Okay, and it is an automated computer algorithm, and that determines how a compound that is ligand may bind to the active site of the target and tries to predict how it tightly binds. Okay, and try to predict how it tightly binds. Okay, and this method attempts to mimic the process of bringing together, that is the protein and the ligand, and to form a monocovalent, sorry, non-covalent complex, and to reveal the electrostatic and steric complementary between them. Okay, okay, this is the molecular docking process, and we will see the what are the softwares used to determine this the molecular docking process. Okay, see, these are the softwares commonly used or mainly used, most used softwares for the docking process. Okay, first software is Autodock, Dock, LexX, FRED, Glide, Gold, ICM. Certainly, you should remember the software. Means you should know this all these softwares. Okay, and here I'm going to all details about. You don't need to remember this. Okay, table out by. Okay, you should remember just what are the softwares used in the docking process. Okay, and I will combine all the softwares with companies for the for the all the techniques. Okay, at the end. Okay, and this is the homology. Next technique is homology modeling. We know that why homology modeling is necessary for in the CAD. Okay, see, homology modeling is where it is based on the fact that the proteins with similar sequences will also have the similar 3D structure. Okay, this is the motto behind the homology modeling. Okay, that the protein with similar sequences will also have similar 3D structure. Okay, so the homology modeling has a working protocols where the amino acids is used as a as a sequence or as an input to what to derive at a particular structure. So the steps involved in comparing the sequences, okay, to the database sequences of structurally characterized proteins. Okay, and then they identify the most closely related protein of our query. Okay, this is the homology, this is simply the homology modeling. Okay, now you can you understand the homology modeling concept. Okay, we will see the softwares used in the homology modeling. Okay, see, these are the most used softwares in the homology modeling. Okay, and the Swiss model is the mostly use the software in homology modeling, and these are the other softwares, okay, Swiss modeler and modeler. Okay, these are the most used homology modeling softwares. Okay, now you should know this all the softwares. Okay, next we will see molecular dynamics and simulation programs. Okay, here the what do you mean molecular dynamics? Okay, this is a technique in which the atoms and molecules are allowed to interact for a period of time, and this will and this approximates based on the known physics laws, that is Newton's question, Newton equations of motion for describing the molecular mechanics, and it is widely used computational technique for the study of biological macromolecules. Okay, and this is a very useful technique for understanding the dynamic behavior of proteins or the other biological macromolecules. Okay, and these are the softwares used for the molecular dynamic process. Okay, these are the softwares, that is first is Amber, Charm, Desmos, Gromax, NAMD. Okay, and these are the software you should know. Okay, these are the softwares used for the molecular dynamic process. These are the mostly used softwares for molecular dynamics. Okay, and the next technique is the ADMET prediction programs, and you know that it is very important requirements for the candidate. Okay, in order to reduce the late stage failure. Okay, this is very very important. Because of this, so many drug approvals get back from the market, and they will call back from the market due to the toxicity and all these things. Okay, so it's a very important technique to predict the uh, ADMET. Okay, and and the numerous properties are independent, and therefore there is the need for optimizing them simultaneously during the drug development process. Okay, okay, and we will see the uh, softwares used in the ADMET programs, and these are the softwares used in the drug uh, ADMET prediction programs. Okay, these much softwares to use for the ADMET predictions. Okay, and the first is ADMET predictor. I think Topcat is there. Okay, QuickProp. Okay, these much softwares are there for just predicting the ADMET. Okay, see the so many softwares for ADMET because of this late stage discovery. Okay, and I think Topcat is mostly used software. Okay, next is for the molecular visualization process. You can visualize your molecule in the 3D format. Okay, how it will look like, and what are the conformations. Okay, and these are the softwares that are used for the molecular visualization. Okay, these are called Chimera, Jmol, Pymol. Okay, and these are the software. Just you should remember these are the software that are used for the molecular visualization. Here, just see here. I'm going just going to tell just overview about the computer aided drug design. Okay, and I'm not in detail. Okay, remember that. And these are the one of the company that are called Nano. These are the company for the molecular visualization process. That is, they also worked on the COVID-19 virtual reality. Okay, with virtual reality. Okay, see how this how can we visualize the molecule. Okay, this is from the Nanum company. Credit goes to Nanum. Okay, and these are the softwares that are used for the binding site prediction. Okay, you should remember these softwares. These are the software that are used for the binding site predictions. Okay, and these are the software. Okay, I will make the videos on QSR. Okay, this is a very important in the drug design, drug discovery process in the computer aided drug design. And see, right now, just remember this. These are the softwares for the QSR process. Okay, CQSR, CLOCP. Okay, these are the softwares. I think Avogadro is mostly used. Maybe. Okay, I don't know right now. Okay, okay, EDROCON. Okay, and see, these are the softwares for screening. These are softwares for the target prediction. These are the softwares for ligand design, and these are softwares for binding pre-energy estimation. Okay, you should know, at least you should know all these softwares they are there for the various techniques. Okay, and here I'm going to combine all the softwares with company wise. Okay, with company wise. Okay, you can see here charm, for example, charm, this software from Discovery Studio for molecular dynamics. Okay, see one company with all, and all types of software is there. Okay, here I'm going the combine with all the softwares uh, with company wise. Okay, and these are the software. Stopcat, see, Stopcat is from Discovery Studio. Before we already we seen that it is for ADMT prediction. Like this, we can pause the video and we can see, or we can write down the softwares, various softwares used. Okay, these are the softwares. Okay? These are the softwares for Scoringer, the most famous company in the drug discovery and drug design. Okay, see these much softwares from the Scoringer techniques. Okay, these much softwares from this. Okay. Here I just give the overview about the computer-aided drug design, and not in detail. Okay, just I list out all the softwares that are useful for the computer-aided drug design. Okay, and see here the very big topic for the discussion of each technique. Okay, and see these are the success stories of the computer-aided drug design. Okay, the thrombin inhibitor which is designed by the docking Dino designs and the Kepler channel blocker. And there are so many. Just I'm giving two examples here. Okay, there are so many examples there. Okay, thank you so much. If you like my video or if you like my efforts, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.